Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. Well, Charles, our 8th opening night broadcast together, and we couldn't ask for a better place to be. Arrowhead Stadium, been a festive atmosphere all day. Smell of barbecue in the air. They unfurled the Super Bowl banner just a few moments ago. It's a celebration, and they are ready to get the new year started.
And what I like most, partner, was that you got to slow the car down. We got a little taste of that barbecue, not just the smell. We are able to eat it a little bit. I like that, but hey, let's not overlook these Lions under Dan Campbell. They're not here to enjoy the barbecue or the ceremony. They're here to win. They think they've got a good football team as well, and they think that they're going to the playoffs in Detroit.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career's been rejuvenated a bit as of late, and season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns, and led the Lions to their first winning.
And Goff going to look to throw right away. He's got it to Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this a tough spot for these Lions on the road in Arrowhead to start the year, but it's also, you'd have to say, Charles, a showcase opportunity for them, because this is a team that historically hasn't gotten a lot. Goff now looking to throw. He's got right on the short throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That was a route run. Now
on first down, it's Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I'd continue to go in that direction because right now they get the defense back on their heels.
From the red zone now, Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That time a 6-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Richie James. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run with a 2nd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that one to the right side and incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right. They weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now 2nd and 9. Now Goff. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Goff. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Tony's Giants tenure lasted less than a season and a half, but KC dealt for the former first-rounder because they feel they can unlock his potential. They look pretty good there getting the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And in a flash, Aiden Hutchinson gets into the backfield and puts the quarterback on the deck. And he wasted no time embracing his role as the face of his hometown franchise as a rookie. 9.5 sacks, a surprising 3 interceptions, and Rookie of the Year runner-up mention.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes now to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one sign of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, Montgomery. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 7-7, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Gone. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. Down to about the 45. 2nd down and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now a 3rd and 6.
Now Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That'll be caught by James.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. There's a nice move.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 19 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's James. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy line, but you don't. Why don't you just play it? You know,
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Screen play, McKinnon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chris Jones now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Jack Fox now. And now here comes Kansas City. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it, it was his pass coverage, defending the pass. But that's just a great instinct right there to sniff that one out, be in the right position, and come away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Goff. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Goff now on second down.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll come on for his fifth kick of the night. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back out to you guys in KC in just a moment. But first, let's look ahead to what should be a tremendous opening weekend for 2023. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, this is going to get a bonkers rating. Bills, Jets at MetLife Stadium. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Has his man. That's James.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go draw play to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
In motion left is Rice. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray
from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The play after is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Goff now looks to throw. And it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back to throw. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now Goff.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive.
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals. to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
Mahomes now on first down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. To throw, it's Mahomes. Running the slant, Gray with it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Again, it's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5.
Goff now looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 14 yards.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he's playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes he's maneuvering just to find a way to throw the football. But last season, 4 touchdowns on the ground, a career high, continuing to develop as a runner, and often finding the end zone these days.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
This a 2nd and 8. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 87 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Goff now to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Gone. Well, this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Out of the gun, Goff.
Montgomery, another target and catch.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Again, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw on second down is gone. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Butker on for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Third down and 13.
Now it's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Chiefs victorious.